When the luminous lights of Seoul flood the skyline and the roar of tens of thousands of fans echoes through stadiums, the girl group Hunter X, made up of Rumi Mira and Zoe, looks every bit the picture-perfect pop idols. Choreographed moves, powerhouse vocals, glittering costumes, and sold-out tours across continents. But beneath the stage lights and in between the high fives and autograph pens, they harbor a secret mission. They are demon hunters. In the world of K-pop Demon Hunters, music is more than entertainment. It is protection, magic, and ritual. The barrier known as the Han-moon keeps the world safe from malevolent supernatural forces. And every performance, every scream of the crowd, every flashing light contributes to maintaining it. Yet, when the rival boy band Saja Boys emerges, slick, dazzling, irresistible, they aren't simply rivals in the K-pop charts, but agents of darkness, masked as idols while their true aim is to weaken the Han-moon by siphoning off devotion, souls, and belief. The narrative centers on Rumi's growing internal conflict. Born partly of a demon lineage, she deals with the fear that her own voice, her own power, may be the key to either the world's salvation or its downfall. Mira, the fierce dancer-choreographer, hides vulnerability behind perfection. Zoe, the rapper-lyricist from abroad, fights against cultural dislocation and the pressure of having to prove herself on global stages. As the stakes escalate, for if Hunter X lose the battle for fandom, they lose the barrier itself, our heroines must navigate not just epic showdowns with demon minions, but personal demons, identity, fear, belonging, performance, and authenticity. Visually, the film fuses K-pop aesthetics, neon lights, stadium camera pans, layered vocals, with Korean mythological motifs, ritual drums, Mudang-inspired chants, Dokaebi-style shadows, and the looming figure of the demon overlord, Gui Ma. The blending of these textures creates a world where a signed album and a shuriken-like microphone stand hold equal weight. The stage becomes a battlefield, the fandom becomes fuel, and the pop song becomes a spell. The film also uses meta-commentary on idol culture. Hunter X must appear flawless, always smiling, always giving the fans what they want, even while battling literal demons. This dual identity asks, what price do you pay for perfection? When does the performance become the suppression of self? At the climax, when the Saja Boys launch their fatal concert and the Han-moon flickers golden for the first time, the battle is less about spectacle and more about truth. The group realizes that the barrier isn't EET sustained by screaming fans alone, but by sincerity, connection, by acknowledging weakness, by embracing what you are. Rumi's sacrifice, Mira's breakdown, Zoe's breakthrough, these moments of vulnerability become the true performance. Beyond the story, K-pop Demon Hunters emerged as a cultural event. Released on June 20, 2025, via Netflix in partnership with Sony Pictures Animation, the film shattered streaming records to become the platform's most watched film ever, with over 236 million views in its early run. Its soundtrack soared, too. The fictional Hunter X's lead single, Golden, hit #1 on the Billboard Global 200 and topped charts worldwide. The film's success speaks to more than catchy songs. It resonated because it tapped into something global: fandom identity, the pressure to perform, the supernatural metaphor for our inner struggles, and the magnetic pull of K-pop itself. Critics hailed its blend of action, emotion, and cultural texture, giving it a high tomatometer score and calling it infectious energy and vibrant colors. For younger viewers, it was a fun spectacle. For older viewers, it carried subtext about self-acceptance, heritage, and the commodification of desire. Moreover, the film uses its pop idol framework to interrogate fandom. The spectators aren't passive. Their screams, their loyalty fuel the barrier between worlds. When devotion becomes predation, when a demon band steals fans instead of giving them songs, the film asks who holds the power, the idol, the fan, or the industry. The duality of Hunter X, XXS roles, public icons and private warriors, mirrors real-world pressures on performers who must seamlessly shift between self and persona. And by framing demons as metaphorical as well as literal, the film invites reflection. What happens when you chase perfection so hard you forget your voice? What happens when your fans love the mask and not the person beneath? In its final act, when the stadium transforms into a battlefield, lasers and light sticks merge with monster fire and ancient runes. Rumi, Mira, and Zoe break from choreography and unleash raw vocals, raw emotion, and the Han Moon turns gold. The victory isn't just over demons, it's over fear, doubt, and silence. They reclaim their voices, acknowledge their heart, and invite the fans into a new kind of performance, one where authenticity matters more than spectacle. The final image lingers, a golden, full moon over Seoul, the stadium quieting, the idols breathing, alive beyond the stage. And we, the audience, are reminded that real power often lies when the show ends, and the person stands. In the broader cultural context, K-pop Demon Hunters marks a shift. Animated musical tied to strong fandoms are rare, but this film did more. It turned its fictitious groups into real-world chart actors, it spun merchandise, sing-alongs, viral TikTok challenges, and cross-platform fandom engagement. Its blend of East and West, of myth and pop, of heroism and vulnerability, paved the way for future multimedia franchises. Directors Maggie Kang and Chris Applehands deliberately rooted the story in Korean myth and K-pop aesthetics, allowing it to feel both specific and universal. For viewers in Bangladesh, India, North America, or Europe, the pull is the same: music, identity, broodiness, spectacle, and heart. Overall, K-pop Demon Hunters succeeds as a thrilling, stylish adventure, a heartfelt exploration of performance and self, and a pop cultural phenomenon that reminded us that when music meets meaning, the stage becomes the world, and the world becomes the stage.